What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Creative Culture. Once again, my name is Joey, and today we got an exciting episode for you guys. We have a special guest here, but before we go on and explain that special guest, I got my boy Nemo over here to explain some stuff.
Well, what's up, everybody? I hope you guys are doing well. Episode 37. I'm excited. This is a great episode. This guy right here that we have on the podcast today is very special to me. He was actually my first guest. If you guys follow me in my previous podcast, he was actually the first guest.
The first one.
It was on Zoom. Because of obviously COVID lockdown. This guy has, he was there for me at my darkest times. We had previously just recently married, Ashley and I.
Yeah.
I can say that he is Ashley and I's actual first best friend as a couple.
Yeah. That's good.
Man, there's a list that I could go on with this guy right here because he means a lot to me. And without further ado, what's up to our boy Ozzie?
How's it going? Thanks for having me, guys.
I love this guy right here, man.
Thanks for having me.
No problem, man.
How you doing, man?
I'm good. Like you said, yeah, I've known Nehemiah
5 years now.
Yeah, it's been
a little over 5
crazy.
years.
Yeah, it's been.
How long have you known Ashley?
Ashley, man, me and Ashley go way back because of I remember her going to a church.
Yeah,
was old church.
Yeah.
You know that church. Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah, but yeah,
I'll tell you off cameras. We can't talk about that on cameras.
It's a little, you know. But we've known Ashley. I moved to Selma when I was in 5th grade. We were actually the same age. So we're class of 2011.
Ooh.
Let's go. But let's go. Yeah, I've known Ashley for, you could say, pretty much like since I've been in church my whole life. So, you know, but yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah.
Man, how did you guys meet?
We met. Who did we meet through? Probably Natalie, and Steve had asked me to help out at that church,
which we're gonna have Natalie hopefully soon.
Yeah. And so I play the bass, so I got to meet Ozzie through, essentially them.
Yeah. We met through Natalie for sure. It was through a young adults, I believe, young
adults conference. Yeah,
young adults.
Yeah, Ed played the bass. My boy Ozzie over here shredding on the guitar, and he's an amazing guitarist, man. And his rig,
I should have had him bring it to put it on behind him.
That would have been a great idea. Put it on this side right here.
Right.
That chimney will fall, bro. That's heavy, bro.
That thing is heavy,
like 50 pounds, bro.
This boy over here shredded.
That thing costs more than a chimney too, man.
Yeah. No, man, we're excited to have you on, especially because the new steps that you are taking in your life right now.
Yeah.
That's the real reason why I wanted him to come on, just because I wanted to our last podcast we talked about support, and we had a really great response with support. I don't know if you noticed, man, we had so many people repost that podcast, so many people just say this podcast really challenged me, like, how is my support? So I thought that was a great podcast, and I'm like, okay, we can't talk about it, but we got to be about it.
Yeah.
And he had to release some news, which we'll talk about here in a little bit. And when he released that news, I said, all right, well,
first thing you thought about was support.
We gotta support this guy, But before we get to that, man, let's talk a little bit about you. Just share a little bit about who you are, so our listeners, our viewers, can get to know who Ozzie is.
Okay. Yeah, so I was born in Selma.
Born and raised in Selma.
Born and raised in Selma. Well, you could kind of say I was kind of raised in Sanger, kind of, because it's kind of weird. So like I said, I was born in Selma, raised there too, but after my dad was in the States through like a work permit. Okay. So my mom was in Mexico. She was trying to get her papers, everything ready. My dad was trying to fix it. So I was in Mexico also. I did live in Mexico for maybe like 5 years. I was there till I was like 5 years old.
You said you were born in Selma?
I was born in Selma, but after we went to Mexico. I went back.
Okay.
So I was living in Mexico for a few years, and then after that I came back into. That's when we came back into Sanger when I was like in 5th grade. So I started from kindergarten all the way to 5th grade, and eventually moved back to Selma when I was in the 5th grade.
In the 5th grade.
Yeah.
And graduated there, like you said.
Yes, and graduated in Selma. Yeah, Selma High. Born and raised in church. My parents they still go to church in Sanger, TLP.
Nice.
Been going there since day one.
That was at your first church?
That was my first church.
Dang,
yeah,
home
crazy.
church right there.
Yeah.
Like they still go there. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
They're like the OGs there. Like the OGs. They've been there since that church has started.
Bro, you meet his dad. He literally is an OG. Like the haircut, the way he walks, the way he dresses. It's like it spits out. This dude's an OG.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, for sure. Cool guy. Cool guy.
I've never seen your parents.
Yeah,
That was crazy.
Yeah, my family. I love my family. But yeah, grew up in church. Been going, like I said, been going to TOP. Was going to TOP for all the way till I think I was like 25 years old. And then I met NEMO, and then I knew Ashley, and they actually invited me to a young adults. I think
Yes.
it had like a bowling or something.
It was,
I forgot what it was.
It was young adults. I want to say it was that event that Stevie put on outside behind the Reina's house.
Yes.
And I was like, because Stevie was like, hey, I need a guitar player.
Yes.
And you know, when Reina's lived in that,
Yeah.
that beautiful, how their backyard was a beautiful, like, yeah.
I
ranch.
think I know where the young adults
Okay.
event. I was gonna go, man.
Yeah.
They had they needed some tables and chairs. I had tables. I was doing rental stuff,
Yeah.
man.
That's exactly, yeah. So you end up going to that, and then that's, I invited you to that, and
So I was invited
was
to that. Yeah, I was invited to that, and that's how I kind of met Stevie and met everybody else that is going to CWC, and that's where I met Andres too. I met Andres there too, so he was kind of going there too. But yeah, that's how. And then so ever since then, it's been history. I was not planning to at that time. I was not planning to move churches, or like I was just doing my thing.
Yeah.
I've always liked to go out and minister. Like I always it's my thing. I said like helping out people whenever there's somebody who needs help with guitar or whatever.
Yeah.
I jump on it as soon as I can, because I feel like some people like to think like a church has to be, you can't go anywhere, we're our church, we are the church, you know what I mean?
Right.
So
right.
it's like
you got to be stuck at one place.
exactly. And I feel
you loved helping out others.
Exactly.
If they asked you were there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much how my whole church has been going on with.
Well, that's crazy. Okay, yeah, because then, dude, honestly, not long after that, man, like he was helping us out for that youth event at our church, and that's when Tiffany was recording his rig and everything. He was just so good. Like, man, we hadn't had a guitar player like that in a while. So.
Yeah, no, yeah, I remember that.
What got you into playing guitar? Because I know you're very humble, so you won't say you're as good as you think you are. But this dude's a beast.
Right? Yeah. How did you start, and how long have you been playing?
Yeah. So I started. Okay, so when I'm at old church, TOP, I have a friend. You know who he is, Juan. Yes. Juan and Joao Tovar, the brothers. They were actually in a youth.
He's a beast. Yeah, Juan's amazing. Monster, bro.
He's amazing.
Oh my god,
amazing guitar player, man. But actually at the time they were in the youth worship team. They were leading the youth worship team at my old church, and ever since then, like I seen them play, I was like, man, I love when they play. Even like they would sometimes play on Sunday mornings. Like there would be like two worship teams. There would be more like a older kind of worship team, and then there would be them, because they would play all the more like newer contemporary songs.
Yeah, CCM.
So yeah, exactly. So I would be really excited when I would see, like, especially him, like, because like that's like, oh my gosh, like I love the sound of the guitar. That's But at the time, I was not thinking of like jumping on to like being a worship team or like playing guitar.
Right. You didn't even play guitar at the moment.
I didn't play guitar at the moment.
Oh, how old were you? You said you were in youth.
I was a youth. Yeah, so I was like in 8th grade, 7th grade. At the time when I was kind of
so 12, 13.
Yeah.
Is that when you started playing, like 13 years old, maybe 14 years old? Or what?
You know what, bro? I started playing. So my brother's the one that first jumped the gun. He was learning guitar on YouTube.
Okay.
Just picking it up.
Older brother or younger brother?
Younger brother. Josh.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
He's the oldest, man.
Yeah.
Oh, Ozzie, you the oldest.
So it's
how many siblings?
So I have 3. So it's myself, my brother, and my sister.
Gotcha.
She's youngest.
3. Yeah.
She's the baby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So my brother picked up the acoustic guitar, and I was like, man, like this guy sounds pretty good, So I'm like, might just try it out. So try it out.
Boy, surpassed his brother by a long shot. Josh, I love you, Josh.
What stage your brother in right now, man?
I'm sorry.
What stage would you say your brother's in right now?
As a guitar player?
Yeah.
No, honestly, he probably knows just like the basic chords. Okay. He's a drummer. He drums.
He's a drummer.
He has a drums.
Okay.
Yeah, he drums at
the
church. Yeah, he drums at the church.
That's a swole drummer, bro. That boy shredded.
He big or what?
Well, no, he just cut, bro.
Yeah. He benches me, bro.
He's like, Ozzie, get on me real quick.
He's like, get on me. Yeah.
This dude.
Yeah. So ever since then, like I said, that's when I started like really liking the guitar. But I picked up the guitar when I was probably in high school. I was in high school because at that time, they were kind of already growing a family, and they had a family, and so they needed like kind of somebody else to step up and kind of. So that's when we kind of started kind of building our own like worship team.
Yeah,
and
that's good.
Yeah, ever since then, I think it was like a sophomore or junior when I started like really actually picking up my guitar.
So you haven't been playing for what, 12, 13, 14 years maybe?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
I know some people that's been playing for 20 years that don't sound as good as this guy.
Yeah, no.
So with that, did you take any classes? Or was it like YouTube learning on your own kind of?
Yeah, everything was self-taught. I did. Well, actually, Juan and Joel,
they showed you some stuff.
They were teaching me some stuff.
That's
yeah,
good.
They took you like under the wing.
Exactly. Yeah, because like I said, they were the ones that were kind of leading it, and they needed somebody to, like I said, pick it up. So I was under their wing.
That's good.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And that's good for them to kind of take up that mantle and be able to step up and help teach you.
They were humble enough.
Exactly.
They weren't prideful in their playing. They were like, oh yeah, this guy has an interest. Well, let me pour into it.
No,
I think
exactly.
that's real cool.
Because musicians themselves, they're just a different breed. So you might get that bad musician like,
it's not for
I'm
you.
not looking, not even that. Like, or they just like, I don't want you to surpass me, so I just want to teach you.
Yeah, no, for sure. No, they're always
far
been
from
there.
that too.
Yeah.
They've always been there, and it's crazy. But no, actually, Juan's the one that got me into like getting into gear, pedals, and I didn't know nothing about that.
Oh, that's good.
So, all that technical stuff. So
Yeah.
like,
What do you have on your pedal board now?
oh man, I have. Okay, so
He has a nice pedal board too.
yeah,
man.
I have a nice So,
Oh, I know.
It's nice and
I
clean.
showed me.
Nice and clean and everything.
Yeah,
I was getting into that, and then I was like, dang, I started buying some other stuff too. But he
Yeah.
showed me like his
The
Line
Dion-
6 delay.
The Dion 4, yeah, I remember.
And then you gave me your Line 6 your pedal board was
oh yeah, to
was it
power
Line
up.
6? Yeah,
to power up. I remember
Yeah.
that video. Yeah, I do remember.
Yeah,
that.
I haven't built up that pedal board like I should have. Man,
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
what do you got on there? What do you
I with all my gearheads
Well,
out there.
all these musicians right now are gonna be horny right now.
So I have like what I call like a drive section, and of course like a wet section. So I have like delay, I have overdrive, and then of course my tuner, volume pedal. This recently, it's been 2 years since I got on stereo, so meaning like
it's been 2 years.
Yeah, so I go to 2 amps. So
Yeah.
I have a timeline, which is a delay. I have a Big Sky, by Strymon. Both of those are by Strymon. And then I have a chorus is a JHS Penguin. And then let me see, I have a Broken Arrow by Jackson Audio. I have a looper, so my looper kind of controls like the my pedals that I want to click, so I won't have to be tap dancing all over the place.
Okay.
And then so I have a Pog, which is an octave pedal. I have another overdrive, which is a Timmy. I have another delay pedal, which is the JHS Panther. And then let me see, I think I'm missing. And then the volume pedal. So, but yeah, it's crazy. I have then my 2 amps and my guitars and stuff.
So how many?
That's a good amount of money, dude.
It's a lot.
What do you have? Like 10 pedals?
10, 11 pedals. Yeah. Including my tuner.
His stuff is sick too. I like the way the colors are. I want to play guitar just to have a pedal board, just because it looks so cool.
Yeah.
Because us drummers, we don't what can we do? Change our skin colors. That's about it.
Yeah.
What our symbols? We can't really do much,
Yeah, no, for sure.
No, but like his pedal board is probably the equivalent of like a DW's collector series.
Yeah, he's got the
thousands of dollars.
top tier.
Yeah.
What guitars do you have?
So I have a Gretsch, a GT 350C. A Gretsch, it's a hollow body, and then I have another Gretsch that I actually bought off Stevie. And I have a Fender.
That one looks familiar.
Yeah, I have a Fender Telecaster Butterscotch. My first legit guitar.
What's your like dream guitar?
Dang, that's a good question.
What is it?
Every musician has like a dream. Their dream, like
usually guitarists will say a PRS. What do you think?
Yeah, PRS is cool, but you know what? Like, for my if I were to get, I would probably have to say a American Strat. Stratocaster. Only because I like jazzy kind of funk kind of stuff. That's kind of made like that.
Yeah.
Just like messing around doing and stuff. I think that's kind. But if I had to pick, if there was 2 guitars, I would have to probably say a White Falcon. The White Falcon, the Gretsch White Falcon.
Okay.
It's like
Yeah.
that's like, I don't know, $5,000 by Grant. So, yeah.
NEMO's face, bro.
I think it's big too. I think it's huge.
Guitars are crazy.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, man. Especially
like for me, I like if I'm gonna get a drum set, it's gonna be SJC custom. And
Really?
I'm gonna customize it myself.
Mm.
The colors, everything. Like I'm customizing it to the T.
Oh, there you go.
How big and fat I want everything to sound.
That's
just me, and I know it's gonna cost me probably like $4 or $5 grand.
Yeah.
To get a set, it's just
the
it's
SJC,
expensive.
man. I told you my cousin Jacob Cantu and we had custom SJC, man.
Yeah, but I want like their.
I want
to get like their collectors, like their top tier.
Yeah.
That's gonna cost me because you can get a custom one for like $1,200, $1,300.
Yeah.
But the one I want is like the maple wood, like the wood specifically is gonna cost me a lot, and I'm like, one day.
Is there a artist that plays that? Is there a reason why?
So the first time I ever saw that drum set, I was Lecrae's drummer actually had one at one point. I don't think he's part of them anymore.
I know the 21 Pilots drummer. What's his name?
I forget his name too.
Is that Jeff Dunn? Is it?
I forget his name too. Yeah, I know you're talking about.
He was signed to Zion Cymbals and SJC at that time, I believe, or I know he was playing at SJC. I don't know if he was sponsored or what. So I fell in love with the way they looked, they sounded. His sound is so grand, right? Because he's a drummer, he's a hip hop drummer, right? So he has different sounds. I just love the way they look, and I think one day I went down like one of those rabbit holes and just went on that website and just kept looking, and I ended up falling in love with the color, the meaning, like just the story behind it. How like everyone would say DW, but it's like I love DW too. Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't mind getting one, but when I saw SJC, but then it's like it's either they're really focused on country a lot as well. I love country, so it's either like a Ludwig or SJC. Well, Ludwig, I can't customize it like I want to.
Right.
SJC, I get to customize it, the color, the sound, the wood, everything. I get to customize it. Like it's just even to the like you customize it to the T, like literally the locks, how you want to lock it. Like it's just I'm like, all right, I want an SJC.
Yeah, SJC they're more for like pop, so they do like a lot of hip hop artists would do that, utilize that for like whether it's trap music.
But I love how now they're switching, like they have their series where even country drummers are using it now.
Oh wow!
So that's why like because Ludwig is taking over the game when it comes to country.
Yeah.
You go to any country concert, it's most likely Ludwig or DW. You're not going to see really anything else, right?
Right.
Which I told Ashley, if I wasn't doing worship, I would probably be a country drummer. Just because I love to just stand in that pocket.
What would you do, Ozzie, if you weren't doing worship? What kind of a guitar player would you be?
I really like country. I was telling...
Look at this boy, got a Carhartt t-shirt on right now, bro. Come on.
Let's go. Sponsor.
Sponsor me.
So, yeah, I told Kate...
Me too.
I like country only because they always, for some reason, I noticed that they always have the guitar player that always has like a solo. They always have solos.
Every song
makes sense.
Is a solo.
And so I really like the slide feel like for instance like Keith Urban, like he uses a lot of like slide stuff. But
they sound nice.
Yeah, but I really like country like guitar playing. But if I were to pick a genre, I think it would be pop. Like
pop?
Kind of pop, yeah. So
I see you as a pop guitar player.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't do country as a drummer, man. I feel like that would be too easy,
too basic for you.
Basic.
I don't know, man.
So?
I love it, but you're crazy. You're more crazy than I am on drums.
Yeah, well, I wish I would have learned. I probably should have learned my rudiments, got into gospel chops a little bit, wish. And just focus on that.
Yeah.
But
would you guys say though? From what I heard, I hear drums is like the hardest instrument to.
Dude, you know what?
I mean, you play guitar. You play guitar, right? You know bass. So you kind of have like a.
You would have more of a say so than I would.
Yeah,
because
or myself.
I see what you're saying.
I'm just a drummer, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just a drummer.
See, like for him, it comes like natural. But like, would you say it's harder for you?
Well, the drums came natural to me too.
Oh, okay.
Because that was my first instrument. I started when I was 12, but for me, that was my favorite. So I put in more time and effort, a little bit more sacrifice. But dude, I couldn't tell you honestly. But you know what? I'll tell you this. Right now, I've honestly kind of plateaued in both. But I feel if I were to excel to the next level, I think honestly I would probably be able to take it with the drums to the next level. Like we talking about gospel chops. Like the next level for me would be to go towards that kind of style of playing. And for me, drumming, guitar playing, I would have to learn get like my modes and my
you know your numbers, like
my scales down.
Can they call numbers and you know exactly what they are?
Not for all of them. Maybe for like the main ones, like for sure, like G, A, C, and F. We play a lot of F as well. So those four, like the and E as well.
Do you know like if they called numbers out?
The Nashville system. Yeah.
Because I've been part of a lot of churches, or I've been able to be a part of some like services where. You can hear them calling out the numbers and stuff, and obviously I don't have to worry about it, but I have to hear the way that they say it.
They say the numbers.
Because they say 333, I know it's gonna be 333.
Yeah, I know for sure.
Stuff like that. But like, man, dude, it's a transition a little bit out of guitars and worship. Well, actually, real quick, do you believe that worship is a part of your calling?
Yes, I believe so. Worship it's you live it. It's a lifestyle. You know what I mean? It's something you just don't go. For me, it's like we have Wednesday services, midweek services, and Sundays. It's not a 2 day out of the week thing. It's a lifestyle. So I love music. Music has always been in me, and I love it. It's worship. It's a lifestyle for me.
It's a lifestyle.
For sure.
This is my last question about music. For now or whatever, but what are your 3 favorite guitar players that you look up to?
Oh, dang.
Like, who were you inspired by the most?
Like, who inspired you to become the guitar player that you are today, and the guitar player you want to become?
Dang, that's a good question. I really like. Okay, so I would have to say.
Or is it like bands, even bands?
Okay, dang.
Okay. Whatever's easier.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so really, let's go so worship bands. I really like. There's a band called Gable Price and Friends. His name's Adam. They're from Reading. They're part of that. Their band is kind of part of like Bethel. Yeah, Bethel. So, but there's a guy Adam. His tone is amazing. This is just tone. His playing is amazing. Another one would probably have to be let me see. The guitar player from Elevation. What's his name? Edward something. I forgot his last name. That guy's bad.
Bro.
He's a current.
All of Elevation
He's a
musicians are amazing.
Yeah, all those guys are amazing.
My God, they're phenomenal.
And then
he plays electric, right?
Yeah, he's amazing. See, sometimes he uploads his like on Instagram. He uploads his like his view. Like he'll put like his click and stuff on like
all that shit.
Gotcha.
So
people can see
the way. Well, yeah. So it's pretty cool.
I think I like his rendition of "Never Lost" when they did it in like that white room. I don't know if.
Yeah.
What's his
"Never Lost," bro?
Edward?
Yeah, Edward. I forgot his last name.
E. Edwards. That's all it says.
Yeah, E. Edwards. Yeah, that guy's bad.
Oh, that's right.
And who else?
I went to search him. My bad.
He's not. You're good. I really like this. As a Christian band, Colony House. His name's Scott. Oh man, that guy is amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. These guys are amazing. But if I were to pick realistically, like people who I kind of looked up to, like in general, I would have to say Juan Tovar, which is the guy that helped me, Stevie, and third. Let me see. I don't know if I have a third because it's only
John
one.
Mayer, bro.
Oh, John Mayer.
Really
this guy's a John Mayer.
Bro, I love John Mayer, bro.
Yeah. I wanted to say John Mayer, but I feel like that would be like kind of cliche, kind of like everybody knows him.
I don't.
Anybody could say John Mayer.
Exactly. Yeah.
Is it bad to say I don't like John Mayer?
No, it's not bad.
I'm not really like a fan of his music. I don't know. To me, it's just he's too. I don't know. I guess he's too chill for me.
I just like how
I do.
creative
No.
he is, man.
I love the way he plays. Like I don't like. I rather hear him play than hear him sing.
Mm.
Oh yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah.
Like I love.
He doesn't have the best
like
voice.
I like when he just gets off of the singing and he just
starts
goes
off.
off.
Yeah,
bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's the John Mayer I like.
No, like his voice complements his guitar playing skills, right?
Yeah.
But it's not like what were you? It's just.
He also has probably one of the best watch collections I've ever seen.
He loves watches.
Bro has so many Rolexes. You know there's a yellow 18 karat yellow gold Rolex Daytona with the green dial. It's called the Rolex John Mayer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
They call it the John Mayer. Like if you want it, you be like, oh, like you search it right now, it's gonna pop up like 3 different colors. I'm like, this dude is probably he's probably one of the, I love to like hear him talk about knowledge of watches. So like I like him as a guitar player and as a watch enthusiast, not so much as a singer.
Yeah.
So let's we'll transition real quick because you just recently started something. You've been doing it for a while, and I'm gonna let you share the story about how when you started as well. But you just recently transitioned into full-time photography, which obviously my wife and I. Well, my wife does. I just kind of joined her in doing it now.
She's over there smirking right now.
But
so yeah,
something that my wife, that we love, love, and
for sure.
Man, dude, you just recently went like a week and a half ago.
Yeah,
you just decided to go 100% full-time into it, man. So can we just share a little bit of your story, man? When did you start photography?
Okay. Yeah, so I've been doing photography 9 years. It's been on
9 years.
Yeah, off and on though. Off and on. It was like I started off as obviously like as a hobby, something that I just started off as a hobby. But yeah, I've been doing it for 9 years. But it's been amazing, man. So I went full time, like Nehemiah was saying. I started Monday, which was the 1st of August. Reason being is because I obviously worked at another job. It was a Monday through Friday job. I worked there, at that job where I was working. But I had my photography was like a side business, like kind of like a side hustle. So I would do it like on the weekends because that's the only time I had, time to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, long story short, I've been at this company for 3 years, I believe. The company itself, I've been there for 3 years. Unfortunately, they decided to go separate ways, so they, didn't, like I said, just went separate ways and decided to make that decision. But you know what? I look at it as, I try to look everything in life as a positive way,
a blessing,
what I mean? A blessing, and I am thankful for that job that I had, and I am thankful for, God bless the management, God bless the people there who work there, praying.
They give you an opportunity, man.
Yeah, praying for them, praying for them.
Absolutely.
Still love them, because it's sometimes life is unfair, sometimes you think man, why did this happen? I think this was unfair. I think it was, and it's I get it, sometimes life hits you, so yeah. But like I said, I love the I don't have no remorse or anything against that company. It's been good. But yeah, and I just felt like it's scary. It was scary taking this leap of faith. You know what I mean?
Crazy.
Yeah, it was scary.
Because essentially you're your own owner, your own boss.
Exactly.
When your own hours, you got to start.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
If you don't make the business, then you won't get paid.
Mm-hmm. It's on you.
It's
exactly.
On you.
So, but yeah, it was a leap of faith I decided to take, and like I said, it was scary. But it's only been a week. Since I kind of officially try to go full time.
Okay.
And so I am praying to God that, I told God, if this is your will, then, let it happen, bring those clients to me, bring those people to me. Yep. And I don't see this as a job. I see this as like a passion of mine. I really love doing it. So I really want to use this opportunity. It's not for the money. It's not for anything like that. I really want to build this platform so I could tell people about God. You know what I mean?
That's good.
It's something.
A way to minister. It's another outlet for you.
Exactly. Because I feel like personally, and Nemo knows that I'm not really a cocky guy, or I'm not.
Far from
you know what I mean? But I'm a people's person. I like to say I'm a people's person. You know what I mean? And I met with this photographer. He's a really known photographer. His name's Max. And
he's local.
He's a local photographer. Yeah, his name's Max. I met with him. He's an awesome guy. He's been doing photography, and this guy gets weddings booked every week.
That's crazy.
And so
he has a successful business.
He has a successful business, and
good guy to fall under as a mentor.
Exactly.
Got you.
So I've been following him, and actually I told him if he could mentor me for one time, and he's all, he's all, this is my price or whatever. And I was like, man, at the time, that's when I kind of got let go of work, and I didn't have money to him. Yeah. He's all, don't worry about it. This one's on me. So yeah, he's a Christian guy. He's a Christian guy. He goes to a church and everything.
That's awesome.
And long story short, we met. I gave him my piece of my brain, and he picked my brain and stuff like that. And he honestly, I paid for his coffee. And that's right when he said that. And he was like, right away when you paid for my coffee, right, the way you came up to me, the way you were talking to me, he says, you're gonna do it. He's like, it's gonna happen. He's like, in Jesus' name, he's all like, you're such a good people's person, and it's gonna happen. Yeah. He's all, I meet with other people, and other people are like, he kind of gets that vibe, like, oh, like I don't know if he's gonna do it, but you know, but he tries not to be too mean.
Yeah.
But he for sure told me,
he
like,
knows. Being in the business, he knows what kind of person you have to be in the photography business.
Exactly.
Yeah, so he was confident.
He's confident. In me. He said, "You're gonna do it."
That's good, man. I should appreciate that.
So I went home that day, and I was like, I was so pumped, and that's when I was like, you know what? That's when I was thinking of, I think I'm gonna go full time.
Yeah,
that's awesome, man. Yeah. It's also very inspiring, and it's very motivating when peers that are in the same exact industry support you, love you, and like love on you, and not afraid to pour into you, man. So many times in like just photography is such a competitive thing.
Yes,
it is, because everyone does photography, right? Nowadays, me and Ashley we were just discussing how this lady, she starts at $2,500 and she records your video for your wedding off of her phone.
Oh yeah.
What?
Yes, she starts at $2,500. Wow. She has like these little lenses that you can attach to your camera, but like it's great. So like now it's like, oh, anyone can do it. So it's like, why do I pay you? But then when they go look at his quality and what he does, and then they go have a session with him, it's not just all to take pictures, but it's the editing afterwards. It's not even the editing. It's the communication that you have. It's the import. You're pouring into them.
Yeah.
Because this guy's not cussing.
Yeah.
This guy's real patient.
Yeah.
This guy's real nice.
Oh,
his girlfriend is cool. She's helping them. Like it's a team. Like a lot of people love Ashley because she's patient. A lot of people love you because you're patient. And you actually took our wedding pictures 5 years ago.
Yeah.
That's cool. So he's like, what got you even into photography, man? Like we just kind of bumped right into what you're doing now, but what got you into photography?
Honestly, I love taking pictures of like landscapes, like how you kind of started off. Like I love that. I love how I just sunsets and whatever captured my eye pretty much. And little by little, I was posting it on my Instagram, on my original, like my Instagram personal one, and people were like, "Hey, your pictures are coming out really good." And there was like, "Do you mind like if you take pictures of my kid's first birthday, or my kid having a baptism, or something simple, you know what I mean, party?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." He's all, how much would you charge?" And I was like, at the time, I was like, "What the heck? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what to charge. You know what I mean? I don't know how to edit. I didn't have no editing. I had my first Canon Rebel X. It was like a old camera, and so it was,
that was your first camera.
Yeah.
You still have it or no?
I sold it.
I sold my first camera too.
Yeah, I sold it.
Actually, I traded mine in for the camera I have now.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
There you go.
So I can't complain.
So
you got a great camera.
Yeah, you do. But yeah, that's how I started. So that's how I kind of started picking up, and little by little, people were just word by word, mouth by mouth, just people kind of.
And that's how that started picking up. Well, that was like 5 years ago, you said?
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
5, yeah. More,
so would you say coming into like the camera business now and wanting to be full time, do you have like a clientele list? Kind of like you got people like, okay, we've already had you and we're pretty comfortable with going with you again and stuff?
No, for sure. Yeah,
like you're not just coming in brand new, fresh with you. You got some sort of foundation with people.
Exactly. Yes,
okay.
I do have a foundation with people, so that's something cool. It's actually kind of going back with like the whole people being really comfortable. There was actually a girl who was promoting 8th grade, and they're in Selma, and I put myself out there, so just advertisement and stuff, and they actually hit me up and took her pictures, and she was really shy girl, wherever, and you know how they are. And so I started just making her comfortable, started making her laugh and stuff like that. And then long story short, her brother is the one that hired me through my Instagram.
Okay.
And long story short, he just graduated from really college, and he was like, "Hey, I want to hire you again." He's all, I really love the way you made my sister feel. Like you made her feel really like calm, and
That's
she was
good,
she's really shy and stuff. And and it was just crazy because I actually got to see her that day, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, you've grown so much!" And she was like a whole different person.
That's
so I was like,
cool.
But I think for me, like business, I think if you're in the business aspect area, I think being, forgetting about the business aspect and focusing on on the people, I think that's what, to me, is like my number one thing is like I want to be able to focus on the people.
You focus on the people and not quite the money. When you focus on the people, then you start to see that the business grows, and you don't have to worry about the money because it just comes in simply because you were focused on the right thing,
exactly,
which was the people.
Exactly, because that's what it's mainly for. That's what I'm mainly doing it for. You know what I mean?
When you focus on the right thing, everything else will fall into place.
Yeah.
To me, you taking this leap of faith, it was more so of your purpose and you're called to do it. It's a part of your calling, right? I always say you just picked up the phone to that one, like you just answered that call now, and now it's your time to walk in it.
Definitely.
And now you're gonna be very successful in it. We're excited for you, man. And I've seen you grow. Like I've seen your photography grow from even a year and a half, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Just a year ago.
Yeah.
Year for like how you've grown, right? You've invested into yourself. I mean, the beautiful camera you have behind you, you've been able to invest in yourself. But how does it feel to have someone next to you, your girlfriend, to be next to you, support you, man, in that? Because I know, as for me, like obviously she's the one that got me into it, so it was a little different, right? I know that when I started to support her, I stopped seeing it as it's kind of useless. When I looked at it as I know you're actually, her thing is called capturing moments, right? So I was like, okay, no, she's actually like, she's creating these memories for people. When I changed my perspective, I think it was a lot easier for her to be able to just flow in it better, to be able to do it better, because now
she's probably more comfortable knowing her husband had her back.
I'm 100% with her. Now I'm like, shoot, hold on, I'm on the camera too.
Yeah.
But
that's how it happened, man.
That's what exactly happened.
Yeah.
I caught the bug.
Ashley's a leader, bro.
Yeah. For sure.
I've been doing it now for 2 years because of Ashley. And, but how does it feel to have, your girl next to you and support and love you through it all, push you to succeed in it?
Honestly, if it wasn't for her, I don't think I would be where I am right now. She pushed me, said she's 100% always supported me. She actually she was never, I'm gonna talk about her a little bit, but she's never been like, and I love her so much. But she knows it too, and everybody else knows it. Nima knows it. Ashley knows it, how she is. But she's like always been like not a people's person.
She's to herself.
Yeah, she's to herself. She's like, she keeps to herself. She's like really like shy, or she's just not a people's person, you know. And that's okay. Like, God has wired everybody to be different. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But ever since, like, kind of with obviously photography, you kind of step out. You have to step out of your own shell, to talk to your clients. But she's been amazing with clients. She's been talking to clients. She actually is the one that kind of helps me, like, with the whole, when people message me or like they book me or anything. She's the one that kind of, because she is gifted at that. She knows how to word stuff. She knows how to like.
Is she organized?
She's organized.
I guarantee
she's amazing.
Organized.
She's such organized. She works at Starbucks, so she's a shift lead there. So there's a reason why she's the way she is.
She has to be like on top of things.
She's on top of things.
Just structured.
She's structured.
That's good.
Amazing. She has been a big blessing in my life for sure. So she has kept me on my toes and pushed me to be the person I am now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, shout out to
her.
Do you good support system right there?
For sure.
Do you see her maybe getting into it as well?
Actually, yes. Honestly, I've always told her, I was like, man, you have to have a calling in you. There's something that you're missing. There's something. But recently, she said that she's been wanting to do videography. She wants to do videography, so she's like, I actually like it because she does the whole behind the scenes, and she loves doing that. So like, it's like, I was like, oh my gosh, okay, I see you. So
family business, okay.
So it makes me happy that she's kind of like, not the fact that she's getting into like videography or photography, but the fact that she's finding herself. You know what I mean? She's kind of opening herself up to like what she likes to do or whatever. So,
she never knew it was something that she loved until she did it. I never knew I would love photography until one day I got a camera, and from there it was history.
Yeah.
Now I'm over here. Shoot, I want to go shoot right now. Like, I want to go. The clouds. It was cloudy today. Like, shoot, I'm already thinking like
the perfect
time.
So
to me, it was like, that's cool, man. So for your photography, how do people book you? How do they book you?
So I have actually just made a website. So they actually could go through there and have my contact, and then they could kind of they put their name and then they book what kind of photo shoot they want. So I have like, I believe I have weddings, portraits, family, and then I have like another button that says other, like if they want anything else. So they go book it through there, and then I just get like a email notification.
And then you just email them back and forth.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
That's cool. That's cool.
Which we'll put his information down in the description for sure.
So I'll have you send it to me, and we'll put it in the description. So make sure that everyone.
If you guys want to book Ozzie right now,
that'd be awesome.
Down below,
it's your own business, and it's really cool.
Yeah.
To see that you're. To me, it excites me, man, because like this guy's moving into his, further into your purpose, and to me, it's like, man, if you don't find your purpose, it sucks. But when you find it, you just gotta move in it. It might be scary at times. Who said that faith was easy?
Yeah.
All right. Who said that having faith is easy? No. If anything, having faith it can be difficult. Because you're going in here now blind. It's a blind faith. You went from a full-time job to where you know that you're gonna get your check every other week or whatever you got paid. Like you already know. Okay, this is probably what I'm making monthly. So now it's like, well, I make whatever I make monthly. It's up to me now. It's up to who I am, and it's gonna push you to different extremes to where you're gonna be like, oh shoot, I never even knew I had this in me. You're gonna be even more of a people person now.
For sure.
You're gonna have, you're gonna be speaking even more boldly because now you gotta sell yourself to these, to people. I say that your work speaks for itself. I do love the way your photos are.
Thank you.
Your photos do speak for itself.
Thank you.
So just imagine like. Once like
when people start getting to know you,
imagine when people start really like this is Ozzie, this is OG photography.
Sure.
It's gonna be amazing, bro. We're excited for you, man.
And that's one thing, man. Like the work is one thing, but like having to really get to know you is a different thing. We had, man, my brother testified to this. My sister-in-law Chloe, man, they had photographers, bro. They weren't the best photographers. They were good in their craft and the skill, but I'm talking about personal skills.
Yeah.
Oh man, they needed a lot to work on
for sure
for their wedding, you know. And no, you gotta have it all. That's what you have, man. You got the skill, the craft, and you're people person. Yeah, that's amazing, Ozzie. That's amazing.
Thank you.
But I'm excited for you, man, and I can't wait to see that until I see a building that says OG headquarters, bro. Can't wait, man.
Yeah,
I think I know you're gonna do amazing, man. You have a great heart, and when you have a great heart and you honor God, God honors what you do.
And you know what? That's the biggest thing too. I want to emphasize on that a little bit because Nemo and I were talking about like you could have, whenever you had gotten let go, you could have just like hated people, hated your situation, looked at it like you said as a negative thing rather than a positive thing. The Bible says all things work together for my good, right? So like you took this opportunity right here to be able to honor God through the bad and the good, and then from there through your obedience to God, bro, He's giving you this opportunity to be able to do something with your skill, And I think God will honor that, and because of that, you're gonna be blessed in your business, man. And when Nemo and I are gonna be praying for you all the time, Ozzie.
Thank you.
I'm excited for you, man.
Just know, man, you ever need something to shoot, bro, we got you. We gonna figure it out for you, man.
Oh, 100%.
We're excited, man. We're excited to see what you're getting ready to do.
Thank you.
We're excited. I'm excited the fact that you got someone next to you, man, that's gonna that's gonna push you, that's going to motivate you, that's going to trust me, man. If it wasn't for Ashley pushing me to a certain extent, I probably wouldn't be where I'm at today.
Yeah, exactly.
This podcast probably wouldn't even exist.
Yeah.
If V didn't push Aaron, to have our, for us to have this conversation and start one, bro, the podcast probably wouldn't be where it's at today. Yeah. But it is where it is because we were able to have a great support system next to us, which was our spouse. And I know you're gonna marry her. I already know that for a fact.
I'm gonna put a ring on it soon.
Put a
ring on excited,
it,
man. Thank you for coming on, man.
Thank you. Yeah,
I'm just excited. At the end of this at the end when we finish here, I'm gonna have you send me some pictures. And so that way, at the end, we'll put your Instagram and some photos that you've taken.
Yeah, check out his work for sure.
So people can see your work. Your work speaks for itself. Like I said, it's amazing. When you can go on Instagram and still zoom in and it still looks sharp, that's when you know
good quality.
It's good. It's great quality, man.
4K stuff. Right
what do you shoot with? Before we end,
look at this beautiful piece right here. Look at this beautiful piece. He dropped it.
That thing weighs 75 pounds, bro.
I'm surprised your arms ain't bigger.
I know, right? I know. So I shoot with the Canon R. It's a 32 megapixel camera. Full frame mirrorless. Shooting. My go-to lens is a 35 1.4. So the only thing with the R's, all the R's, the new ones that came out, you have to get like a there's a ring right here. You have to get like an adapter for it because it won't fit the EF lenses, and so comes out with the R lenses. So you have to put, you have to obviously get an adapter for it.
Make you buy all those extra adapters and stuff.
Yeah. So
that's your go-to.
That's my go-to. Yeah.
35 1.4.
1.4. Yeah.
What kind of what happened?
Sigma?
Yeah, it's a Sigma. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of upgrades would you like to do?
Ooh, I would like what kind of next camera? Like if I were to get
or, even camera, lenses, whatever.
Ooh, I really want.
Even lighting too. Yeah, anything like specifically for lighting?
Yeah, so I would really want to get like, I don't know if you guys seen those big I forgot what they call the shadow, the big old umbrellas.
Yeah.
Obviously, like that would be pretty cool. Like to have like, I would really want to have a studio like you guys have, something stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Like a permanent location.
Where like, when there's people who want to take like indoor pictures or just want to have like a studio kind of session. You know what I mean? That'd be pretty cool.
Have different props too.
Exactly.
You never know, bro. We might go into business together and get a building or something, bro.
For real. Honestly, like
a warehouse.
There's Eric Froberg. I'm pretty sure you guys know who that is. He's a photographer, well known and based in Chicago. He's somebody that I kind of look up to.
Well, that dude's stuff is phenomenal.
He does video, he does photography, and he honestly says like, don't look at photographers in your location. Don't look at them as competition. Look at them as like a support system. You know what I mean? You never know when that photographer in your area is gonna need a second shooter. Or
it just sucks, man.
That's true.
Where we live, man. Unfortunately, they just don't get that, man. You have so many cocky photographers here in town, and even in the Bay, I saw that, and it's like, so for me, I don't have really. I do now. Obviously, I got like you and Ashley, but like I really didn't have anyone to go talk to about photography because it was never like, I don't want you to be better than me, so I'm not going to teach you anything. Mm-hmm. And then the guy that was teaching me it just wasn't. It was, you're not going to be better than me, so why would I teach you anyways?
Yeah.
So I think with Ashley, even a few of Ashley's friends that do photography as well, like Shay, she took our pictures. She did an incredible job with our pictures.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Her I almost said husband, her boyfriend Sam. He does amazing as well. Like those are people that support that are really good. Priscilla as well. I forgot the other ones already. There's so many that Ashley has now found where they're great. They're not competition. Yeah, they support.
That's good.
And that's really awesome. And I think we need to. I'm gonna just say it on here. I think we need to create something where there's monthly, where we get, because a lot of the photographers that do support each other are all Christians. Mm-hmm. They're all faith-based. They're all faith. Their life is based off of faith. So I believe, man, we need to get together and just do something monthly where we get together and be able to just share each other, grow with each other, man.
Exactly.
I learned a lot from just watching my wife do her photo shoots. I've learned a lot through Peter McKinnon, Chris Hall, Evan Craft, forget his last name, Raft or something like that. Like I've Justin Porter when it comes to film. Like this is a guy who I idolize, that I want to become. Yeah. Like because of how amazing he does this stuff. Peter McKinnon being sponsored by Canon. I would love to be sponsored by Sony.
Oh my gosh.
Like, dude, to be sponsored by Sony, I wouldn't mind being sponsored by Canon, even though I prefer Sony because I do video. But still, like, dude, imagine we're able to do something like that. Create something, create a hub for creators, like
create a culture.
Creative culture. That's what we do.
Creative culture 2.0,
right?
Yeah, that's the thing though. Like you got to change the culture, change the perspective of people. A lot of people, especially if they don't know God. You just said right now, all the people who are already familiar with like they're being friends with, they don't look at it as competition. They love God already. So. Yeah. For the people that don't, man, that's just an outlet, an opportunity to open up. Hey, we can be friends and still have the same interests and not be competing against each other. So,
I want to show somebody else
change
how
that
to do
perspective.
Stuff, man.
Yeah, heck yeah.
I want to be able to, like I was just sharing with you a little bit of my heart yesterday when we were eating. Like I want to be able to have somebody just film me, for my YouTube, for me being able to do stuff, extended stuff, content for the Patreon, but we can have people do pictures, take pictures of us and stuff like that because. Right. But at the end of the day, it's like it's giving someone else an outlet It's giving someone else content for them to post for themselves.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I took these pictures for them.
Yeah.
You know, it all it takes is one person to shout you out, and bro, you can get to running.
Mm-hmm.
This man, what's her? I think it was this lady. I saw her on TikTok. She ended up getting, so she was taking, she had her camera at the Mav City, Kirk Franklin Mav City Kingdom tour. She was like sitting like I think she was in the front, I think, but she was there as an attendee, and one of the photographers from Maverick City, well, for the tour, saw her with her camera, and he was like, oh, like he saw her camera, and he talked to her, and he gave her his credentials because I think he was like the head of the photographer.
So he didn't even need them.
No, like he took
gave
it.
it to her.
He gave it to her, so she was able to be all around the stage, on stage, taking pictures.
That's tight.
That's
and
so
like
cool.
she was saying that she grew like literally like overnight. She posted those pictures, and like she blew up.
It's good.
All it takes is that one person to recognize you with the camera, or recognize a photo that you take, and bro, we won't see Ozzie no more. This boy be on tour with somebody, you know.
Just remember us little people when you get big, Ozzie.
You never know. This boy might be getting cannons left and right just sent to you, you know.
Yeah.
Who's some people that like three? I said 3 guitar players. Who's 3 photographers that inspire you?
Eric Floberg for sure. Peter McKinnon is one of them. And then I would have to say, man, there's another one. I don't know. Mitch. There's a guy named Mitch. He's from Australia. He's really good photographer. Really good photographer.
I gotta search him then.
Yeah, he's really good. But yeah,
those 3.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm excited for you, man. You never know. We might create like a what is it? What is that called, man? Jeez, I'm drawing a blank. You know how like Rob Dyrdek had the Fantasy Factory? We might have the Fantasy Factory for photographers, bro. Just different sets, different spots, different things, just in one big fat warehouse where
that'd be pretty cool.
Photographers can come and create content.
Well, that's actually Eric Floberg from Chicago. Like I said, he's my favorite photographer, so I know everything about him. They actually have like a little place that they rent out. It's not little, but it's big for them. And they all get together and they all pay. I'm pretty sure they all share the rent and stuff, and they go in there and if they want to edit, and you know, he has associates.
Hold on, what's his name again?
Eric Floberg.
Bro, I wonder if that's the
guy that I just sent you.
I wonder if that's the guy that I sent you and Aaron, because I sent some to Aaron and Joey about.
But remember, I just sent you a video on this.
Oh no,
dude.
that's the other guy. I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Dang it, I don't think I have it.
Eric Floberg.
Because he almost like this guy had office spaces, and in each desk, man, he had the film. Oh, it was filmmaking. He had filmmaking equipment, so like anybody can come in and just edit films. You know.
Oh really?
Oh yeah.
Oh okay, cool.
And pictures too.
Yeah. Yeah, he also does videography. He does both.
Dang man, I don't remember. I don't remember, bro.
Was he the one with that?
He had the drone going into his building.
I think I know who you're talking about.
And it was, as soon as you walked in, it was all white, and it had like a big old fat LED wall, like just random there. Oh my goodness, man!
Yeah, there's one picture. I actually exited out.
I don't remember. I'm drawing a blank. Look, these people don't need to listen to us anymore. I'm gonna end it.
I know.
We'll talk about it off cameras. Ozzie, man, you got anything else to say, man, to the viewers, listeners, about your content? Anything else that you do that you want to share?
If I just want to say, like, people who are out there who are scared to jump the gun, and if you're waiting for a sign, like to go chase your dreams, this is it. If you really want to go for it, go for it. You know, the worst thing that could happen is, not working out, but you don't want to regret it later and be like, man, I wish I could have tried, wish I would have done it, now, then, but if it's what you really, really love, go for it. And this is your sign to do it. So go out there and, just want to give you guys thank you for having me.
Thanks for being on, Ozzie.
Yeah, no, I'm praying for your guys' podcast that man, it goes beyond where you guys do this full time, and you guys won't have to, you know what I mean? This, so
hire this guy as our photographer, bro.
There it is.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Sure. No, we're excited for you, man. Thank you for coming on and sharing your story of worship and also photography. If anything, I wanted this podcast to be about to show support, man. Mm-hmm. We have a platform, I believe, that's pretty cool. I believe it's pretty cool, man. Some people listen to us. They like us for some reason. And why not be not be able to show support to a brother of ours who's starting a business from the ground, not from the ground up, because you already have a foundation, but like you're literally you're living in faith right now,
pretty much.
And to me, it's exciting. And all we can do is put a battery in your back and keep you going, man.
Yeah, amen.
So I hope I hope he gets booked like crazy, bro.
Yeah,
this podcast.
Yeah. No, I know. I hope so too.
I want him to, man. I mean, I'm excited.
It'd be a good start of the company right there, man.
Yeah.
It'd be a good start for you.
We're excited, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for watching. Please link all in the description. All his Ozzie's links will be on there. Make sure you go book him. Go get a quote from him and book him, support him, show him some love, and thank you guys for watching, tuning in. Make sure you like, subscribe. Go ahead and click the notification bell. Also, Patreon, $10 right now. Make sure you get it, because a lot of content about to start coming to y'all. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys later.
Love you guys.
See you.